kick it away first. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The pull and throw off the RPO. Gets away from one, finds room. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
To the ground with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Now adjusting. Slings it downfield. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. The give from the gun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Gets it up to the 37 on the return before he's knocked out of bounds. Looking to pass, it's Kim. Got a man, it's Henderson. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Oh,
example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Try to get it to the edge. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years. And the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Scanning the field is Sellers. Caught in the backfield, it's Donaldson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Notre Dame 7, South Carolina 0.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Notre Dame comes out of the break facing third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get us
going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Kim. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in the
even first and goal as we get late in the first half. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
so quickly in this part of the field.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Wide open spaces. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A great catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Kim. Fires to the right. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking downfield on first down. Uncorks one. Complete to the left. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Going right to work up top. Get it out on the screen. It's a seam wide open. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting three on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
On second and 10, a full wide out set, trips right. Looking downfield, it's Kim. Gonna take a shot. Snags it down the right side. Here he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what this offense needed to have happen. They had to come up with a big drive with a big touchdown here at the end of the quarter. That's going to help their confidence. They've now got the lead heading into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Brings it down on the right side. Off to the races. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And they did tack on the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. And he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Ball's in the deep ball. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
You know, the numbers for Notre Dame receivers aren't always prolific, but you think of Tim Brown, Rocket Ismail, Jeff Samardzija. They've had a lot of tremendous receivers. This guy fits right in that category.
Yeah, and when you think about those guys in Notre Dame history, those are all guys that you throw it near and they're going to catch it. And he seems to come up with the ball when it comes near him. I'm going to feature him. He's going to be the guy that I'm going to go after because I know if it's him on somebody else, if it's a 50-50.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to win.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass. On fourth down is to no avail.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. Motion from the wide receiver. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Notre Dame.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within three. To throw, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. To the end zone, and it is picked off.
Two-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Might be changing the route. They'll start this drive with a pass. Here's the hit. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He's got it. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the back. Oh, by himself. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Time to take a shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Looking to throw, it's Kim. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up.
South Carolina 28, Notre Dame 23.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants to take the top off. And he reels it in inside the 30.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Kim. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
He'll keep it himself. And the Gamecocks brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
4th down and short, and where do they put the ball? In the hands of their quarterback. This guy is so good. They trust him. He runs the option and keeps it himself and gets just enough for the first down.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might be calling a hot route. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting from the gun. The running back looking for room. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. They'll immediately call timeout. The Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Kim. Fires into the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Oh, and he missed it. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the run from inside his own 5.
Returner brings it out to the 27. And your Notre Dame Fighting Irish will take over.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. He'll start this drive going to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, especially square those shoulders. A nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
This offensive coordinator is going to have to be creative. Time is winding down, and the offense has to move quickly. Going for it all. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Why not trying to get it in? Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And listen, still a ways to go. A great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to pass, it's Kim. Bringing the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. He's looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they like. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. He really needs to get away a good kick here. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. looking to throw on first down. Going over the top. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work. Through throwing the football, go offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. this off. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The give to the tailback. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Off the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register it.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Cyclones! He would not be denied.
And step number one when you want a great running back, someone who runs angry and continues to break tackle after tackle. This guy was unbelievable on that rush.
I don't know, David, if this defense was ready for this guy. They got to do a better job as the game goes on, getting more hats to the football, because it's obvious now it's not going to be just one guy who brings him down. They've got to get extra hats to the football to stop this rushing attack.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Got the quick completion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. It didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction.
He's loose. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing the running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Tigers. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Making side adjustments here. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This time he's got his man.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. To the air, it's Beck. Zings it complete to the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hansen. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Cyclones are on the move. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not very much.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Beck. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
And complete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll try the run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking. They
they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Can't get him to the ground. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. So first down here as they go back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown LSU!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the offensive because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. On the move, it's Hansen. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He fires a bullet to the right. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Running back searching for a hole. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, a lot of space. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter.
Touchdown! Oh, that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Beck. Gets it out fast. Turning on the Jets. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. The 40. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown, Iowa State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so... When they have the football out in space, their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy. I think they had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it. What a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
The Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This is the fact that he has this crowd noise behind him. Death Valley is so loud, arguably the loudest stadium in the entire country, and I know that having played here before. You do not want to get behind the chains as an opposing quarterback with this crowd noise. It makes it so hard for your offensive line to hear the cadence and know when the snap is coming out, and you know it's helping this D-line get upfield. I think you saw an example of that on that last play.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires it down the seam. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Rolls it in. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads it downfield. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Now on the option. He'll toss it. It's a running room. There he goes. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown LSU. Great job by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's Beck. On target. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Running through contact. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass, the incompletion.
Back to pass. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And it's picked off for the third time today. Takes it the other way. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And here's the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for the big play. Makes a grab for a big play. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab right down the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Fielded in the end zone. It's Green. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking for a man. It's Beck. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown in completion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
It's caught. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get...
Makes a grab down the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. Wide open spaces. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick. Down here on a goal-to-go situation, they break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And he added the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Iowa State, 21.
Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Durham. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Forced out of the pocket. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And that's the exact opposite of what this offense wanted to do, right? 2nd and 10, try to make this 3rd down and manageable. They don't protect their quarterback, and now it's 3rd and forever. And this defense knows exactly what's coming.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. push it downfield. He's going to take off. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because the speed on defense.
Going deep. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Finds some room. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the third quarter, march it down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top things off by getting out of bad field position in a hurry. A 90-yard touchdown pass. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
That's caught. It's Hansen.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab on the big throw. Hits a seam wide open. Touchdown, Cyclones. He got a step and just dusted the field. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
LSU 49, Iowa State 28.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on 1st down. Grabs behind the line. It's Sharp. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking them.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's getting ahead of some. Got some room in